So the project I'm doing today is that I'm trying to get this deck here ready for paint, and it had a lot of old paint on it, so I decided to get a hold of a little power washer, goes up to 2000 psi, and then one of these rotating nozzles, and then I simply clean up the whole deck. And as you can see here, it's really getting down to it. There's not much paint left when I've been there, and it's very rough now. But I have this very thick paint to cover it with that has like some sand or something in it. You roll it on and it's very thick and should repair all these cracks and everything in the deck. So it should be a very nice and non-slip surface when I'm done. I just finished up cleaning up the deck with a power washer, and as you can see here, it really did a great job, the power washer. So it really got most of the paint off, even there's not much left. But what it revealed is that there were some boards that were not so good, and you can kind of see like these here that had some dry rot in it. And if you have dry rot, here comes Ellie, she's curious, then these boards here, they will for sure disintegrate when you start digging into it. So these needs to be changed out. So I counted 10 boards that needs to be changed out, and I'll just make a run to Home Depot and see you a little bit later. And I got 10 new boards, 6 by 2 by 8 feet. So that's all we need. Then the deck should be in really good condition when we change out the boards with dry rot. So let's get them in and start mounting them. The boards here, they're not screwed in, they're nailed down. So I'll just see if we can hammer them up. That seems to be pretty easy. Should be able to. Oh yeah, see how rotten they are. You can see a board like this here, that's no good. That will have to be exchanged. And with the board up here, there's still some nails sitting here. I think I can just hammer these down into the oh, let's see if the new board fits. It should. Oh yeah, it's perfect. So now I just need to cut them to length here. It should fit, and it fits perfect. So this is the deck now with all the rotten boards replaced, and I've built a little step here at the back entry for the dog door so the dogs can easier get in and out. But they are replaced the bad ones here, a few over here, here and here, so it's all ready for paint. It's the day after now, and the whole deck here has had a day to dry, and today is a nice warm day, so I think it's a good day to paint it. So the dogs, they already love it, but we have changed the boards that were rotted, and the paint I'm going to use here is this here from Bear Premium Advanced Deck Over, resurfaces properly prepared weathered wood and concrete. So what it does, this here, is that it has like a textured surface, so you don't slide on it so easy, but it's also more rough. They say it should last up to 8 years, and actually I visited some people here in the neighborhood and I saw they had a deck painted with exactly this product, and I asked him how long time it had been sitting, and it had been sitting for 8 years. It was starting to show signs of wear and cracks in the paint now, but that was after 8 years, so I hope this product will be good. Here comes Ellie, she wants to be part of this. But I'm using a special roller to apply this with. It's an Advanced Deck Over extra textured roller cover, so it will give it a very rough surface, and that's on purpose. So I'm really curious now to see how well this works. There's some nice thick stuff here. And it should be able to really fill in holes and cracks. And this paint here should be able also to, if you have an older deck and you have imperfections like I have right here, you should be able to fill it out. Kind of compensate for an older used deck that still needs to be protected. Well, I got most of the trim done here and the edges, so it's cut in. So now it's time to lock up these guys there so they don't come out. You can see Ellie, she already ran into the paint. She has paint on her there. Yeah, so she's already been against it. But that's how it goes. But before the big surfaces here, I will lock up the dogs now. This paint here is some really thick stuff. It's almost like cookie dough. So it's kind of hard to roll it with this that gives a texture, but you kind of have to go after it with a brush because it doesn't get down into all the nooks and crannies, but it covers really well. So I'll try to show you here. But if we take a look at this here, you can see how it's kind of not getting into all the cracks. But here where I have been after it with a brush, then it covers completely. So I have to do that. So it takes a little more work than normal because it's really some thick stuff here. But then it covers extremely well. This will really seal up this deck. I try just to apply a really good layer, because we want it to cover and to seal completely. But it's almost like spraying dough from a brownie or something on top. It's really that thick. It's like it has some sand in it or something. Then when I've done that, just go over it with the roller again to make sure it gets this rough texture. Then it's like perfect. Quite a tedious job to do this, but I'm happy with the result. Try to look here. I think this is pretty neat. But it uses a lot of paint. When you high pressure wash a wooden deck like this that is old, it gets a lot of roughness, so it simply swallows paint like nothing. I think I will use twice as much as indicated on the can, but that's okay. The result would be really, really nice. So after 4 days of work, now the deck is complete, and it looks good. Let me just show it to you in its entirety. It looks really nice, and it seems like it's a really good and robust paint. So let's see how long it holds up now. But everything is complete. Really nice.